Okay, so right now we have a basic HTML page which we want to make look like this. And the way we're going to do that is solution's very easy. It's simply you use some CSS and style all of this HTML to look like this. Now, more specifically, what we're going to do in this video is create a SAS file which will pre-process into CSS, which will create all these styles, and then afterward we're going to test everything, make sure it works in browsers, and after that, or actually before that, before we test everything, after we're done styling this page out, we're going to add some media queries to make it responsive, so you can get this type of layout on a phone width browser. So for instance, if you're looking at a browser in this width, for instance on your phone, it would look different than if it were this wide or this wide on our iPads or something. So let's get started. Let's hide this for now and just focus on this. So what we need to do is create some styles. Go here, and what you do is new and styles dot. Notice I'm not doing CSS, I'm doing SASS. You can also do SCSS, which is actually a lot more universal now, but I love using SASS. So here's what we're going to do, and we do and author is going to be me, and our website is going to be my website, and date is going to be May 28th. And yeah, that's it. Mood. Caffeine. Is there an I? It doesn't matter. That looks right. Okay, so check out what CodeKit does. It compiles this for us. Actually, I don't want this in a folder, so this is what we're going to do. We tell it where to compile to. I don't want it its own folder. I want it in here. Press compile, and boom. You can delete this. Or actually, you can refresh and delete. Cool. Let's hide CodeKit again, and let's see what it. Okay, so this is our SAS file, and let's check out what it did to our CSS. Hold on. That's weird. Okay. All right, now I did that. Let's refresh file tree. Oops, I know why. We did a SAS. No, it's not a CSS type node. Let's do this. And now you should see all that. That is cool. Okay. So let's link this up. Now, since browsers can only see HTML and CSS right now, what we're going to do is just link the style sheet, which I have done right here. You may have missed it before the recording that I'm doing right now. So href is going to be actually CSS, styles CSS. Save it. And what we're going to do is I want to do a quick reset of all the CSS. What I like to do is this. We're going to do an imports and save that. SAS reset. half my workflow is just Googling stuff, and it's helped. This is what we're looking for. It overrides everything and resets a whole bunch of stuff. So what we're going to do is now is new file, underscore reset.sass. Put this in. The underscore tells CodeKit not to compile this because we're going to be importing this in here. So at import reset. Check this out. How cool is that? So we get to work on all of this from scratch. So now we can start looking at colors actually. Let's put together our palette. So let's go to CodeKit. Go here. That's a dark gray. We've used it quite a bit here, so let's copy that. This is going to be a SAS variable, call it dark gray. Boom. What else? We're going to have white. We don't need a different variable for white. Ooh, okay. So our text. Let's do this. What color is this? 4A, 4A. Actually, let's call it dark. We can change these up later. I just want to have a couple of things down. Actually, yeah, it's going to be easier if we just do this. Go to styles. There you go. Okay. Okay, so our heading is 424242. This also is 21212 actually. Yeah, it's 21212. Same with H1. Let's see where H3 is. It's a little bit lighter. It's our 4A. We have that. And 4A. Okay, so it's also this thing. Cool. Okay. What's our body? Okay, so most of our text is that. Very cool. Next, we need some more colors. Right here, by is, we'll call this red. What I don't want to do is have a hex code for this because we'll be using light red and dark red. What we do is hex to HSL. So what this is, it does is it converts your hex codes to HSL, which is a lot easier to tweak to make it darker and lighter. Check this out, darker, lighter. Now you don't want to memorize these hex codes, so you just look at the 50 right here. This is the brightness, and that's all you're changing. It's kind of cool, right? So let's change that, and then we'll go back here, and our shadow is, we'll use dark red. Go back here. Okay, what else do we need? We have most of this. Let's go back to our style. Our blue, dark blue and light blue. So, blue. dark blue. For your dark blue, let's see. Simple and light blue. Actually, yeah, we need light blue as well. And our blue. Now, most semantic CSS people tell you to label these as navigation background color, footer color, and all that. But when you're working on your own and you know that this project is going to involve only you, you want to work the way that would be easiest for you. And the way that's easiest for me is I see this as dark gray. So dark gray, I'm not going to put header background color as the variable. One, it's too long to type out. Two, I'm not going to remember what color I'm thinking of. But yeah. So what we have is our blue left. So go here, testimonials, oval. That's our blue. Copy that. Cool. Now save this all. And my mouse is dying. Okay. So what we can do is this seems simple enough. Let's start at the header. And header is going to have a background. Oops. Let's go to our. This is very simple stuff. So we want to work on this part right here. Oops. Actually, yeah, let's make this a little bigger so you guys can see. We want to work on this area right here, which is super simple. This is SAS 101 or CSS 101. Sketch. And so let's go to our sketch right now. And so we have a header. And in our header, we have our nav. So let's do header, background, dark gray. Cool. And we want the nav to have a color of white. And we'll actually do this too. Text, line, center. I love brackets. You just, yeah. And what else are we doing? So you can see there's zero padding, doesn't really look anything nicer than the rest. I think to give us a total edge instantly is to figure out our typography right now. We have to backtrack a little bit. Let's go styles, navigations. And actually let's go back here, and I think this is, it's a nav link, okay. So we go to styles again. What is this? Open sans. Okay, so we need to import open sans. Just super simple. You go to Google Fonts. We want, what do we want? We want a semi-bold because I saw that in there. We want a bold. Cool. And what we do is copy this code. Go here. And done. And how we make it show up here is go to our body. This is going to be a quick fix for now, just to show you. Body, font, family, open, sans. Cool. And what we're going to do is that's actually how you do it. Don't give me that error right now. Font. Cool thing with SAS is instead of having to do font family, font size, you just do font and then family. Oops, not that. And as a backup, you do sans serif. Cool, right? Let's put this away. A size. Let's do line height 1.4. Much better. Okay. So this is going to be in our main CSS thing. So we're working on our, let's forget about the header. Let's do typography right now. We're going to do H1, font, then we're going to do size, we're going to do line height, we're going to do color. Okay. And what else do we need? Oh, font weight. Okay, we're not going to save this yet. We're going to copy this. We're going to do H2, H3, H4, H5, and then P for paragraph, and we do actually for nav as well. So let's go back here. And what I like using is rems, not pixels, because half of the web traffic coming in these days isn't from a specific monitor that everyone has. It's from every single device everyone has, and a lot of different devices have different pixel resolutions. So you want to just use rems, and the browser can automatically calculate pixels that the browser needs to use on that monitor or system. So 50, 40. Actually, what is our body? Body's 15. Okay. So there you go. That's why I'm not supposed to save it yet. Okay. So 50 divided by 15 is 3.3. Weight is, let's look at our weight. 700, I believe. Let's go back to Sketch. Let's hide this. If it's bold, so 700 would be the weight that we're going to use. Line height, let's check it out, is 65. So 65 divided by 15, 4.33. Actually, what's 65 divided by 50? 1.3. And we do, what color is that? 2121, 21, so it's dark. Check that out. Cool. Do a little bit of padding as well. See how much padding we're using. Cool thing with Sketch is you hold down Alt or Option. So we got thing of 30 and 15. Let's do 15. Padding 1 and 0. Text line center. How cool is that? It's already starting to take shape. Now we can do H2. .40 and 55. So 40 by 15 is 2.667. Weight we're using is semi-bold, which is 600, I believe. Let's go up here. And let's do 600. Hold on. And cents. .400 is normal. 600 is semi-bold. Okay, that's what we're looking for. 600. Five. 1.375. Oops, I know. There you go. And let's do a margin or padding of 1. All right, it's already there. Cool. Okay, let's copy this again. Figure out 3. 3 is different colors. 4A, 4A. Which one is that? Text. Okay. From now on, you only have to do text. Let's do 5 arms. And we don't even need to text line center anymore, do we? Actually, we do. And let's take a look at sizes. 35, 35, 15, 2.33. Keep it consistent. Semi-bold, we got that. Text, we got that. Line height, 45 by 35, 45, 35. 1.286. So we're on our 4th one, and I comment those out so we can save, and CodeKit will compile it nice and correctly. Because if you leave stuff hanging out, that's something like this. I think you already saw it. See, there are warnings, blah blah blah. So just comment this out for now. And there's still a warning because there's nothing in here under the H4. So just simply do that. H4, it's going to semi-bold, and for a, so 25. I need to do that actually, old habit, 25, 15, 1.66667. $35 by 35 by 25. 1.4. Cool. That was easy. Let's do half. Let's do text line center. That's fine. And we can copy that. Cool. So H5. It's a little darker. It's 424242, which is gray, I believe. Dark gray. 20 size. So that's 20. 15 is 1.3. 600. So I bold. 1.4. Yeah, that's easy. Okay, cool. And paragraph is what's next. This is fun. Okay. So paragraph, it's literally 1 rem. Let's go back here. It's 400, I believe. The let's do 1.6. 25 by 15. 1.6. 6, 7. Okay. And padding is, yep. Everything looks good. We don't need it centered, actually. Actually, I don't even think we need most of these centered. We'll figure out our designs and along the way. So let's see what our browser looks like now. Much better. What I'm not a fan of is padding. Okay, but we'll figure that out step by step. So we go back here to our sketch file. What do we need now? So this is going to be our typography for responsive. Oh, we actually need nav. We forgot about nav. Just like grading, never forget about nav. It's color. White. That's it. Okay, so now you're looking at this code, and this is a whole bunch of code, and we haven't done anything to the actual design yet, and this is just making things look messy. So what we're going to do is Command X this, make something new called _typography.sass. Paste that bad boy up and import. Okay. This is also not working because we have all these. Can Command X then. Let's make something new called what you can do with this is go to anything you're using right here. Import colors. and you save this. How cool is that? Now, this might get a little bit messy, so we'll have to make some folders, but in the meantime, let's just work our way down. So what we have now is our header, and if we want to add a little bit of white space or a little bit of padding here, so let's go to our sketch file, see how much we need. Go here and press Option. It's 10. That's 0.667 REMs. Cool. Okay, and we need, that's our header. Okay, that's all we need for our header. Let's do let's do our main. And our mains have sections. So section hero. And this is the area we're working on. Light, this light pink. Yep, there you go. That's the area we're looking at. So let's just focus on this stuff right now. Let's go back to our sketch file. What is this? Our H4. H4 is for a So I want this to not go in all the way. Let's see how wide it is in our 763. So what we're gonna do is 763 times 15. Nope. Let's make it divisible by, okay, 45, that's good. 45 arms, REM wide. So go to H1, width, actually max width, 45. Oh. And then you do margin 0 auto. Cool. And then you work on the H4. Before we do that, let's go to our typography again. And it should be centered. Why isn't it centered? Ah, I know why. All of this stuff isn't under font. Then you do much better. And actually, let's add a little bit of margin here. Let's do and 0 and the H4. Cool, kind of works that. to work on this stuff. So let's code that stuff, and then we'll show you how to do use floats to float this right and left. Actually, no. Instead of floats, let's use a flexbox. So this whole thing is 461. This whole thing is 460. So this should be actually 460. That's odd. 465, 55. Okay, so we do and okay. So we have our video thing we're supposed to, but let's, instead of doing the video, let's do all right. Div class video small. And that it's going to be max width is, should be 460 is 3 point. Display inline block and we're going to do background light blue just to show you where it is. Okay, there it is. And what we're going to have to do is set up a grid type system. So even at full screen at 1920 right here, everything kind of falls in flat into a container. And the best way to do that is, since everything, and I thought ahead, everything is in a section here, what we can do is go here and go to section, max width. Let's check it out. I believe it's 960. $980 with $940 actually. Actually, it's $940. 62.667. See that again. Oops. 940 minus 15, or divided by 56.667. Okay, cool. REM margin is 0 auto. That's better. And now we'll need to work on a bunch of stuff after this. And for all creatives is very small. And what's the other one? Is first dash opt in. Cool. Actually, we might need to use floats for these. No, max width 50%. Margin 0, 0. Okay, looks good. Actually, no, let's do 40%. And then margin is going to be 5 on each side, so 5. Okay, that's better. So now we have this kind of room, and let's do video roll here. So and actually no, that's supposed to be video, not video small. Okay, that's what we're looking at. And we're gonna have to figure a way out to fix this, but let's go into our guides and stuff real quick and take care of that. So this looks good. Let's go to our list. Actually, it's gonna be our global. We're making a global thing now, and we'll and UL list style bullet note. Circle, I believe. Yep. And padding a margin actually. And it's actually disk. And we want to do padding left. 1 rem, see how that works. Let's do 2 rems. Much better. Okay. And these videos, I want a little bit of padding as well. Let's do padding 1 rem. That's odd. Max width 40%. Gee, fuck it. Yeah, let's just do flex. Don't worry about this. Here's how you look up Flexbox. CSS tricks is pretty cool for that. You do container display flex. Then you do we want flex wrap. We want align items. There we go. And line items. Nope, that's not it. Actually, yeah, we shouldn't be doing flex because we have too many other things going on here. Okay. So let's work on this stuff right here. So doing all this, let's go to we're gonna start a components thing and start out by doing this. Call it opt-in, and what we're going to do is form input type email. Call it what should we call it? Or make it display block. Okay, yeah, and add a little bit of padding, 0.25 rem. That's good. Let's do border none radius. Let's look at the shadow. Cool thing about Sketch is you can also do stuff like this. Go back to styles. Go to CTA. And you do copy CSS attributes. Boom. Okay, so we don't need the background, we need a border. Solid. That's our border. That's dark blue. So do 1 px solid dark blue, and then box shadow. Border radius is 5. So 15. Actually, no, 5 divided by 15 is 0.333. Okay, so we need that's what it looks like now. Let's add a little bit more padding. Much better. Let's do okay, that's cool. We can bring this down a bit then. Yep, that looks good. Actually, no, 333. That's better. Okay, let's do our video now. Or submit. No. Submit's gonna be fun. Let's also add a margin in here a little bit before we do that. And let's do let's leave it like this. Okay, so what we're going to do is add a margin font size, do color do background red, border none, radius 0.333 rem, and bottom 0.333 rem, solid dark red. Cool. We need some padding actually. It's a little bit much. Let's add some margin. Alrighty. What else do we need? Class CTA. So now we're just making another component. It's going to be form. So we want to import colors first and then do that. And hopefully still have it when we save. We do not. That's not good. Huh. Oh, I know why. Oops, not CTA form. We have it again. Cool. So this is what we're looking like now. Main hero, I think we should have a little bit of padding. Actually, no, we don't need padding because we don't need this pink. It's going fine without it. And what we need to do actually is video and go to form and do width 80%. That's clearly not working, so let's go here. Let's do width and let's do 75%. Save that. Go here. Take care of that. Boom. I like that already. So what we're gonna do later is fix the CSS over here. Let's take a look at our design. We do actually need some padding. Much better. Look how close that's looking to our design. Oh, I forgot one more thing. In the form, we have background of dark blue. This the shitty thing about how this is, you have to reset it. And there you go. We're gonna have to add padding as well. Okay, so we do not need this light blue stuff anymore. Cool. Here today. This looks different from this. Yeah, it's white. So what we'll do. What we'll do is fix that in a bit. Let's get the rough layout going. So now that we have all this stuff ready to go, we're probably going to add a video of some sort. Let's actually let's add a let's add a placeholder video. This is the last one I did. Okay, so we're just gonna go to share, take the embed, copy that, go to our HTML, and go up to video small. This is our video, huh? Okay. Take that out, put that in. Okay, so we don't need this because we're going to do, go back here, that's iframe, right? Go here and do iframe and height, let's do auto with 100%. That's actually not good. Let's do 20 rem. Still not good. Let's do 10, 15. 15's good. And what we're gonna do actually is float these to the right and left because this is looking a little funky. So floating is quite cool. So what we have here, let's kind of make this a little bit neat. This is where I like the folding. It helps you organize a little bit. So what we have is div, or no, we have our video, then we have our opt-in, these two things. So video small, we don't need, let's go here. So we have our video small and first opt-in. So we're going to do this block, and we have our hero. So we're going to do a clear fix. Now, I don't have this memorized, so this is the way you look stuff up. Actually, let's do clearfix CSS. Cool. So this is it. Okay, since we're using SASS, not SCSS, this is how you do partials, import, mixins. Okay, it's equals, not at mixin. So let's go here, and up here, let's do actually it'd be components. No, let's do we can also do this. And this is a really cool converter I use all the time. Cool, yep, that's what we have. Except this is indented a little less than mine. But yeah, same thing. Let's go back here. And let's do plus clearfix. Okay. And now we can do float left and first. Float right. There you go. And what's causing this little thing here is the padding. So what we're going to do is, actually let's make this 50. Oh, that's not going to work. 45. Margin, yeah, we don't need the margin anymore. Let's do 1 rem and 0. We don't need padding actually anymore either. There you go, much better. And now as you can see, it's still bound within the section max width of 62.667 REM. And let's check out the okay, see, we want a little bit more 45. So that's 3 rem. We can do this. 3 rem. Much better. A little bit more space. I like that. And for this case, what is this? It's like a garbage truck going through the street in the background. Might be able to hear that. Yeah. Okay, so for all great creatives, that's on the first opt-in, that's H4. So, first opt-in, H4, padding, top, 0. That's gonna kind of level it out, and let's do margin top 0 as well. Actually, that didn't fix it, so we can remove that. See how we have our clearfix now, and this is a Sass mixin. This is cool, so you don't have to add the class clearfix in your HTML HTML content, and it keeps things nice and semantic. So you can just add this to whatever you're using. We could add it to h1 or whatever div we're using, so we don't have it affecting our HTML. This is one of the reasons I don't like using Bootstrap. I'd rather use frameworks such as Bourbon Neat, where it keeps everything semantic, and you can add things like some mix-ins in your CSS, like the way you're supposed to. So now the next part is, okay, create designs for your next web project. To trash. Okay, so for this we have this background right here. The background is F5, F5, F5. I know that's a color we have, light gray actually. And then, what is this? It's 4A. That's just text. Okay. So we can go here and let's check out the heroes done. We're at the video section now. We have our H3. Our section is in there. So we're gonna need to wrap this. To wrap, excuse me. We're gonna need to wrap this around and video. No, that's the section here, right here. Command X, div, ID. Actually, no. Yeah, ID, video. Wrapper. And in here we indent once and boom. Okay, so this is what we can do. Video wrapper. We're done with our hero. Video. And now we can do hashtag video wrapper background light gray. See how that's a cool little thing now? And let's go to our typography again. Unless where's our typography? Okay. What we're using is text dark gray. Let's go here. What? We're using the H3, right? So H3 is text, which should be this color, and that's 4A, 4A, 4A. Let's go back to our colors, which is right here. 4A, 4A, 4A. That's our text. Yep. Let's go typography. Huh, that's weird. It's looking a little darker up here, right? Let's see where we can fix that. And color should be text. Huh, that's weird. Let's see where. Why isn't it doing that? Import colors is in, H3 is color, text. Huh, that's odd. And we also need a max width here of, let's go back, 706 or 607. So around 40 RAM. And margin. Now let's do, how much margin do we need? Hold down option, that's 2 RAM margin. This we're going to do 2 REM and auto. Cool. And actually, no. Let's do 0 because I'll show you in a bit. And padding is 2 RAM auto. After that is our video. So you go to, let's go to YouTube again. If you ever want to use, learn how to use Ruby on Rails, this is a great channel by Mackenzie Child. So I'll put in one of his videos, how to build a blog in Rails. And he smiles a lot more than me and is more photogenic. So let's copy this again. Add video. Okay, so we don't need styles in here. Alrighty. Okay, looks good. Let's save that. And it's iframe, right? So let's go to iframe. And figure out how big we need the video to be. Let's go here. That's 600. 40, okay. Rep. Max width. And 350. So let's do 24. And let's do, how big is the margin? How big a margin are we talking? 9. Let's do 15 margin. That'll help us a little bit. Like this. So margin 1 RAM auto. Display block. There you go. Okay. And it's still kind of doing that funky thing. Let's go up here and overflow auto. There you go. And now it's looking pretty good. And let's take care of this. So we're out of the video now. The only thing I wish brackets had were the lines that Sublime Text and Coda have. That'd be better to help you trace the indentations. Okay, so let's go to our MG. Let's call it, give it a class of, actually, do we need to make a class now? Yeah, we do actually. What should we call it? Down arrow. So that's underneath the video wrapper. That's cool, right? But look, it's being uniform, and we don't need something this big. What we do need is max height. Let's say 10 rem. You know what? That looks actually kind of cool. Here's what we'll do. Let's go into our down arrow and take out the height and width. Go back here and just, why is it not working? Let's go back here. Got it. Triangle 2, created sketch. We don't need any of this. We don't need sketch telling us that sketch created that. Sketch type, stroke, fill, none. Fill, okay. Save that. Now we can do, let's do 12. Okay, I think the only way to kind of work with this is give it a 10 before, be 100. No, let's do a lot smaller than that. Let's do 180, 12. Let's do 160, 150. 120. Let's do 120, which is 8 rem. Now you still get a nice uniform like arrow thing, and it's smaller, and it's responsive. But let's see how big was our video, which is 40 rem. Okay, so let's do 10. I'll make it match at least the video. 9. 8. Oops. Yeah, 8's good. So right now there's a subtle arrow going down. That's good. And then when you make it smaller, it's going to be responsive. So I'll have to figure this out later. But for the sake of this video, this looks good enough. I'll figure out how to make responsive SVGs later on. The only way I can think of right now is to switch responsive SVGs with a smaller version of itself on media queries. And that's what we'll do in a bit. Okay, let's add a little bit of margin below it. So margin 0, 0, and let's do 31, so that's 2. 2 rem. Cool. Professional love sketch. It's testimonials in H3. So we can go typography, H3. Why is it not? Why is it green? That's weird. Text line center, yeah. That is really odd. It's the only H3 as well. That's really odd. Okay, so let's go to, close this up, and let's go to testimonials, and let's do hashtag testimonials. Make sure that's the one we're talking about. Yep. And let's center up the H3. And see, there's something going on here. Oh, I know. There you go. That should fix most things. Let's try that again. There you go. We don't need this anymore. And we don't need this stuff either. I know. Okay. So we need to figure out how to do a testimonial class thing. Before we do that, let's do display flex. We're going to do flex containers in here. So we testimonial. Let's do display. Actually, no. Flex. Let's do actually background of light red. Or salmon. Actually, let's not do display flex yet because we have an H3. That's going to be a little bit weird. And let's do margin of 1 rem. And let's also do padding of 1 rem. Also, let's make this light gray. Okay, let's see how big these are. Ovals, 150, okay. That's 10 rem. And for that, we're just gonna do we need a class as well. Let's do head shot. And let's add that. Okay, so let's go back here and let's do client or headshot dot headshot. Let's do height 10 rem, width 10 rem, border none, radius 50%. Let's give it a background for right now. Salmon. Cool. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at the radius here. 15. Okay, that's one. And okay, so padding, 2 rems on, 1 rem on the side. And let's make this margin that is odd. 10 pixels. That is really odd. We need to figure out a way to make that better. Before we do that, let's the testimonial or client name. And then you do font, weight, bold, text, align, right. And you do a little bit of space. Before that we need to go P, start paragraph, and we need to do margin, and we need to do 1 rem 0. Cool. Alrighty. Okay, so we need to make this a little bit better. Go to headshot, and we need to do, let's just do okay. These are like the worst pictures I've seen. Let's get this guy. Wow, that's stupid. Okay. Let's go to bookmarks. Photography, nope. Let's do web design. I have some stuff here. Stock photos, okay. Seasonal travel. Okay, let me pause this real quick. Okay, so I ended up finding something at Envato Market, photodune.net. Here's a whole bunch of stuff. Large is fine. Let's buy now. Let me pause this before I buy it. Okay, so I was able to get that pack and I extracted these 3 images. As you can see, they're super small, but they'll do the job. Actually, they're going to end up showing this small, so this is a good size to have for, not this big, but whatever the, let's close that. Okay, so this is going to end up being the 2x Retina resolution. We're only going to need something this big. So this is what we do. We go to, first we're gonna I'm going to show you where these are. Okay, these are just in the images. Actually, while we're in here, let's just drag and drop the video background arrow into the images folder, clean up a little bit. Same goes for files and CSS and all of this. Okay, once we do this, I'm going to get a lot of, hopefully not get too many errors, but I know for a fact we need to change this to images. Cool. Let's take a look. Oh, it works. Okay. And we just need to add these. So we're gonna testimonial headshot source. Okay. Source images headshot 1. Show you how that looks. Go to CodeKit again. Go to Files. Go to CSS. And sign up. Yeah. Compile. There you go. Okay. So see how it's still in a circle. That's the beauty of. Let's refresh this. There you go. Okay. Go in here and open up SAS. That's the beauty of border radius. Now check this out when I comment this out. That is weird. Okay, I think I need to do this actually. Call this CSS and put the styles in here. And once I do that, I'll need to refresh this again. Go up here, do CSS and styles.css and save that. Go back to CodeKit and tell this to go to CSS and then style CSS and compile. No indents, styles, backdoors. Okay. Refresh it. Okay, and now we can do some compile. Why isn't it showing? There you go. That is being weird. Okay. Let's do something real quick. Okay, it's showing again. Okay, so you can see since the border radius thing is commented out in our CSS down here, it's a square. But if we do this, there you go. Okay. No, there's a little bit of lag. So what we can also do is testimonial and display inline block and width could be 33.33%. This is how it'll look. And of course it's being weird. One round, let's do this. Nope. You figure out a way. Margin 0. Padding is 0. clearly that's not working. So what do we need? How wide are these? They're 300. Okay, that's 20 REM wide. But for some reason it's not letting me do that. So what we need to do is make them 10 and see if that works. Yep, 10 works. Why doesn't 20? Let's do 19. 19 doesn't work either. And why is that? Well, let's go to section 62 point blah blah blah. Alright, 20 and 60. That should be working, because 20 times 3 is 16. That should be plenty. We have padding. We have, let's do margin of 0. See how that works. Nope. Ah, that's why. So we can do 1 REM. We can also do 1 REM 0. And we can then also do 1 REM. See how that works? Nope. 0.5. Awesome. Actually, 19. So clearly what we need to do here is, padding should be fine. 20. What we need to do is, margin auto. We actually need to go here. Okay, there's not a huge thing between here. We can take this off. And we don't need one whole REM. We can do half a rem. Half rem looks good. All I just need to do is display block. There you go. Okay. We could add I'm going to look back at the design. How much is in 15? Okay, that's 1, I guess. Okay, that looks good. Let's do testimonials as background light blue. See where everything is. Okay. That's why it's not doing that. Let's go back here. Make it a little bit whiter. Call this times 5, 75. Okay, let's do how 75 rem looks. Much better. Actually no, that doesn't look good. Let's do 65. And then we can do a width here of 33. Actually, let's do 30. I'm gonna figure this out. 30 works perfectly for some reason. Let's just keep using 30, and it's aligning properly as well. And it can be responsive later on too. That's kind of cool. So we have this down. Let's just add the rest of the pictures. I have the testimonials. And the third one. Cool. So let's go back. What else do we need? We can take this light blue and padding out. Let's go back to Sketch. So we need a little bit more space between these. So add. Just gonna screw it up. I know. Let's do 23, 25. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. So, so we just need to add this thing now. And this is going to be a tricky one because we need to add a white SVG here. This thing, and then make this blue. So what we can do is start from the bottom up and kind of hit there. We just need to figure out how much space. 32 rem. Okay, let's do padding 2 rem 0. Actually, that should be universal. I'm seeing that throughout the whole page, so let's go here and do padding 2 rem 0. So that way when we go up here, which is the hero, we don't need to add the 2m 0 anymore. And nor do we need to add it over here. which is padding 2M0. It could be 0, 0, 2 REM. Actually, it shouldn't be there. It should be here. Okay, and that looks good. Or add testimonials. Should the H3 padding needs to be 0. Margin needs to be 0 auto. Nope. Actually, for the testimonials, we need to have padding of 0. And then 0 and 2 rem. Okay, that looks good now. Because we didn't want too much white space between the arrow and here. And now we can work from this thing down. So footer, since we already have, let's work on the footer now since we're working from the bottom up to make things easier. Footer, we're gonna add a clear fix right away. And then we have, let's take a look. Footer is copyright and credit. Dot copy. Then dot credit. So for float left and float right. Since you can't see the credit, it's because we didn't really add anything. Let's do signed by there you go. Okay, now the footer. Also needs a kind of a thing to wrap it within this. How much is it? 65 REM. So here's what we're gonna do. Also max. Let's not do that yet. Let's just add a background. It's going to be dark gray. Yep. Padding 1 REM. Let's do, yeah, 1 REM is good. Color white. As you can see, it's as big as we want it to be. Oh, we need a space, actually. Here. Let's go to our thing right here and just add a space. There you go, much better. So obviously the links look like shit, and we need to fix that. A link, and let's do text decoration, none. Let's do color, light gray. Let's do font, white, bold. Okay, it's starting to look a little bit better. Let's actually not do font white bold. I know, shut up. Let's do text decoration, underline. Now it's looking crappy for a reason. Let me show you. The white text against a dark gray, as well as the all this text is looking a little weird, and Chrome tends to make stuff look a little weird, but it shouldn't look this bad since you haven't already noticed, especially the headings. So what we're gonna do is go to body and add this. This is a, let me walk you through it. Text rendering, it's by default, pages are rendered to optimize speed, but we want to make it look nicer. Since this is mostly text-based, we need to make things look nicer. So what we're going to do is text rendering, optimize legibility, and this is the same thing, WebKit, font smoothing, anti-aliased. And anti-aliasing, if you have ever played games, like smooths out these pixels. So what we're going to do is just save. And it doesn't work. Oh, I know why. I couldn't do that yet, but I'm gonna actually, that was very anticlimactic. Let me show you again. So that's what it looks like before. This is what it's gonna look like now. As you can see, this got way easier to read. Let me do another quick before and after. Look at this right here, especially this and this. It didn't affect the headings as much as I hoped, but look at the footer once again. How cool is that? Now it looks good, and we don't need this underline, none. We do want it to, and however, then we can do text decoration, underline. Now you can tell where links are. That's cool. Any sketch should not be a link. Let's go back. All right, sketch to sketch. Much better. Now you can tell that this is a link. And while we have the A's here, what we can do is oops. Damn it. Okay, we have our A's, and then we're going to do margin left 1 rem. Spaces out nice and spacey. Now you know where everything is. What we can also do is we're gonna have to have a container in these divs. So footer container. Oops. Undo that. Just copy this whole thing. Command X. So, we don't need to do that, do we? Yeah, we do. Now what this will help us do is go to, we're making up our own stuff now, and plus or equals container. And we can do max width is the same as the section 65 rem, margin 0, and auto. What this is going to do is we can just go up here and do actually no, we don't need a mix-in for that. We just boom. How cool is that? It's aligned exactly with the rest of the width of this website. So now we need to work our way up. What was the light blue we were using? This light blue is E6. Let's check out our colors and see if we did that. Light blue, got it. Okay, just copy that. Go to our styles, or actually let's go to our markup and close the footer, main, CTA. Okay, so in our CTA, we need that. Actually, we need to wrap a div around this. Actually, no, it doesn't even need to be a section. It can be a div. And in this div, we do hashtags, CTA, and background. Boom. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to center up everything, and in our form we need to do at extend dot container. Now we can have containers inside. How cool is that? Okay, so check this out. Okay, so what we need to do now is make this form have some sort of margin. Let's do 1 rem and 5 rem just to see. Cool. Let's do padding and 5 rem. Nope, let's not do that. Okay. I don't need that either. Really, come on. Auto. Let's do padding here of 2 rem. Cool, that works. And what we need to do next is, how big does this need to be actually? 440. Let's do 30. We don't even need to do extend container. Let's just do max width 30 RI. Much better. And let's make the label. What did I say? Is it a label? Yep. Text, align, left. Not doing anything. Display block. We don't need to center this actually for right now. Sim 5, okay. So width is 75%. That doesn't help because we're going to do margin 0 auto. And then we're also going to do color white. Okay, looks good. We can actually add this to our form and have it up here. Then we can also do text align center. Awesome. So I started today. Which one's bold? I know one of them's bold, and that's this one. Semi-bold 2025. We can add this to our typography too. Let's go here under P and let's do strong. Oops. All right, and now we need to add this thing. Let's export that right now. Not a PNG, we need a SVG and export. And so this is what we're going to do is, what are we using? We're using a heading, class of heading, dash heading, background, image, is images, dash, let's go check out our images. White arrow dot svg. Background. Let's do background, repeat. I want it to cover one hundred. Okay, let's do that. 100 and 100. You can tell it's working. That's where we want it to be. What we can do is go here, export this as a PNG, and three. Okay, so export and arrow. And refresh. And we can do arrow dot png. And background size is cover. That is weird. Images arrow. And no, it's not working. What is that? Let's go here. Now let's go to CodeKit. It's just so weird sometimes. Okay. Now it's working again. Oh my god, it's just... There you go. Cover, contain. Okay. So what we want to do now is background, repeat, no repeat. Position, top, center. Okay. Whew. Okay. And now I want to do really, come on. It's taking forever to do this because it's not live uploading for some reason. Live reloading. So what we're going to do is cancel everything, restart the whole, quit. Start it up again. Okay, now what we're going to do is save this. We're also going to do heading margin top 0. There you go. Now we're getting somewhere. And we're going to do size, no repeat, top center. And overflow auto or visible. You know, and padding bottom 5 rem. Let's do 6 rem. 7 rem to get to here. And we're going to do one more thing. You have links coming on like this. For inputs, I want to do something similar. So we're going to do input, type, submit. Okay, and hover. We're going to do cursor, pointer. We're going to go background. And we're going to go to colors. We have red right here, right? And do a simple Let's do 59. 62. It's a little too bright. 60. That's good. And for input type, email or text. Text, let's just do email. And let's do, and not hover, focus, active. Let's do outline, 1 pixel, red. And I do this for, and focus as well. I do 2 pixel actually. And it's going to be solid. I keep forgetting solid. And now let's take a look. Cool. And same with here. Okay, so now we can take these, cut them out, go to the form, we set up them at the right places. And we're going to go to email. And we're going to go to hover up here. Before we do that, we're also going to do transition all 0.25 seconds ease in and out. Save that, go to our styles, save it, and check this out. See, it's not an immediate thing, it's just pretty gradual. How cool is that? And then boom, and boom. So it adds a little bit of, kind of polishes it up a little bit. And what else do we need to do? Get your free guide today. Yeah, let's add some spacing between that. Oh, let's round up these corners a little bit. So we can go to headshot, testimonial, border, none, radius, I think. Let's do 0.5. That's better. Looks nice and clean, and there it is. And boom. And I'm gonna stop right here. Actually make this a next part because we're already like at 2 hours. So for those of you that don't want to deal with the responsive side of things, this is a good to go web page, landing page. Shows you what we're doing. Here you go, get your free guide below. And the next video is going to be how to make this responsive, so it will look like this layout. And it's going to be fun. Now we go to let me just show you how it looks on other browsers. Firefox. Oops. Fox. Copy and paste it. No. Not now. Looks good on here too. As you can see, the text is rendering fine. Everything looks good. The only thing, you know why this is all working on this browser as well, right? Close 2 tabs, yep. Is because when you take a look at the CSS file, you're gonna fall flat on your face. This is our, since we imported our reset, this is our reset. And let's look at our headshots. See how our headshots are all like this? Because headshot, testimonial, headshot. Because we're nesting everything in at SAS, it kind of does it for us in CSS. And I'm going to show you, let's look for any prefixes. There's a prefix. Border spacing, table collapse. So what it's been doing is, let's go to a code kit and styles, and let's run auto prefixes actually. And let's take a look now. With border radius, testimonials. HTML diffs for all browsers. There you go. There's a little bit of stuff here. The outlines and transition, WebKit transition. That's where I added a prefix. Yeah, most of this is prefix friendly, but some of it you need to work on. But yeah, take a look at this. We can have a widescreen monitor and still have that effect of it guiding you through the site. And what we're going to do next is, like I said, work on the responsive. So I'll see you in the next video.